Hello YouTube, it is me, Raina. So I'm here to talk about Star Wars. This will be the first and last time I talk about this. Anyway, so we all know what happened this past few days, right? So Moses Ingram posted on Instagram a couple of days ago that she was getting hate in her DMs about her being in Star Wars, basically. Not about her character, about her being in Star Wars. Never mind that she's been promoting the show these past week because the show just premiered and she was already announced to be in the cast. Anyway, so we all know the story, okay? A black actor, mainly black female actors, get cast in a genre show or genre movie, and they get racist comments thrown at them ad nauseum, and they get many upon many of videos made about them. We know this pipeline, okay? I know this pipeline, all right? It's been done time and time again. And it's happened to other people. It happened to white women too. It happened to Brie Larson a couple years ago. But Captain Marvel still made $1 billion, right? Right. Okay. It's happened to Sam Stu, whatever his name is, from Shang-Chi. People were for some reason, we know the reason. Racism is the reason they wanted Shang-Chi to fail, but it didn't. It's one of the better Marvel movies. So we know Star Trek, Star Trek Discovery, that has Sonequa Martin Green as the lead, to try to break that down, because we know racism. So the same thing is happening here. The Flash, Candice Patton, people still hate her character. Why? Because racism. The girl from Titans, I'm talking about, who plays Starfire, why they hate her? Racism. The same thing here with Moses Ingram playing her character. Racism. We already know. It's an old story. I've been here for years, seeing the same story. It didn't just happen with the girl from Percy Jackson who was cast, that young lady who was cast as Percy Jackson. People were sending her hate, and the author read them in that letter that he did. If you don't know the author of Percy Jackson, go to his Twitter. His name is Rick Ryden. I can't pronounce his name. I'm so sorry. But go to his Twitter, type in author of Percy Jackson, and you'll probably find that really long dissertation where he goes in on all the nuances and basically says everything that has to say about this. We all know this. Okay? Black fans, come on now. We all know racism is a part of fan base. We've been known this. I've known this for the longest time. This is nothing new. We know there's a hatred hub of people on YouTube, on Twitter, on any social media site, but mainly YouTube. It's been there. They are homophobic. They are racist. They are misogynistic. They are transphobic too. Okay? And ableist. They always claim, you changed the character's race. They're supposed to be white. Oh, you can't do that with Iris. Iris is supposed to be white. But then, with Moses' character on Star Wars, she's an original character, right? So she could be anything. But, wait, she has a big integral part. She ain't even the main character. She's the antagonist in the story, and y'all still hate her. It's because she's black. That's why. It's racism. What inspired me to make this hard-hitting video, to make this inspired video, is Star Wars repeatedly. The main Star Wars accounts, thankfully, have backed up Moses in this. She posted her video. Star Wars posted multiple tweets. And now Ewan McGregor, who plays Obi-Wan-Kenobi, the main white man, said, hey, thank you for watching the show, but what you're not going to do is be racist. And we don't have that time for here. And he said that. This is the energy that we've been asking for as black fans when it comes to these popular genre franchises, okay? Star Wars ain't clean neither, because they weren't there for Daisy Ridley, they weren't there for Kelly Marie Tran, and they sure as enough wasn't there for John Boyega. All that is valid. But hey, they're jumping forward it now because they have to, okay? And they need to. Not because they have to, they need to, okay? This is the energy. The same thing with Percy Jackson. The author said, what you're not going to do is be racist to this girl. Okay, it doesn't matter what age she is. She's going to play Annabeth in Percy Jackson. And if you don't like it, it's because you're racist. Point blank, period. Okay? He said that. That is the energy that we continuously need when it comes to these people. These aren't bots. These aren't nameless people. These people make videos, I don't know how many times a day. Okay, I'm going to call them out. That one girl with the red hair, that white girl with the red hair, you know what I'm talking about. If you've seen her thumbnails, her dumb thumbnails, she recently made a video where a thumbnail said darkies. I'm going to try not to curse. But she and people like her, what's that other channel, Geeks and Gamers, or what that guy name is, the other guy who says an MCU, him, you know who I'm talking about. If you know anything in genre, those people and more like them, they need to go. You know who I'm talking about. They make cesspool of content. I'm about up here with it. Okay? Their opinions are racist, are misogynistic, homophobic, and transphobic. Okay? It's all the isms, all the ist, and all the obics you can name in the dictionary. I don't care. You can call me a crybaby. Oh, you're a snowflake. Oh, no, I'm a human being. We are all human beings. Okay, you don't like this, you don't like... Fine. I have my criticisms of certain things. Not everything is perfect in Star Wars. We all know that. But what you're not going to do is gaslight me and people who look like me, who are black, who is a woman. Okay? What you're not going to do is gaslight us, say like, oh, nothing's going on here. Eddie Signor from Popcorn Planet, who used to be on Screen Junkies, who is actually a predator. If you were on Screen Junkies, Eddie Signor, you would have never said that. And the reason why I'm calling him out specifically is because he was like, oh, what's the big fuss? And people like him say this every single time something like this happens. And it happens every single time. Okay? You are a predator on YouTube. Weren't you just ousted a couple years ago from Screen Junkies for doing that? It's people like that who are putting in this cesspool of just negativity and hate in these fandoms. Okay? That's why I have this anger about this. And that's why I'm happy that they had Ewan McGregor go on the official Star Wars Twitter and said, hey, if you are sending this woman racist hate, you are not a fan of this franchise. And this is just after the weekend of Star Wars Celebration. Okay? I still get triggered every single time I hear about Amandla Stenberg from the Hunger Games. She played Rue. Coming on social media after seeing the movie all these years ago, seeing people saying they didn't feel sorry for her character dying because she was black. Amandla Stenberg was 11 years old when she filmed that movie. A little girl. And they didn't feel emotional because she was black. They said that. Look back on that. There's a whole video on that. I could not even watch the video because I would just get over emotional. Knowing that people out there don't see somebody like me, a black woman, as a human being. They don't see me. They don't see these little girls, the girl from Percy Jackson, Amandla Stenberg, when she was in the Hunger Games. They don't see us as human beings. That's why they hate us in these genre shows. But guess what? We're going to stay there, though. Sneaker Martin Green going to still be on Star Trek. Moses Ingram is still going to be in Star Wars. John Boyega, even though he had his whole obit, Finn is going to be remembered. Yes, we can mourn what we can do for the character, but he's still going to be there. Candace Patton is forever going to be Iris West Allen. And that girl being person going to be Annabeth. You cannot erase us. We will not be erased. It will not erase us. Racism has no place in fandom. And they told you that. So that's my rant. This is probably the most impassionate video that I'm ever going to make about this topic. So, bye YouTube.